Okay, hey everyone, meet again in this podcast show which is relate to cultural heritage. Okay, let I explain about this cultural heritage. You all must have heard what cultural heritage which is Dikir Barat. Let me explain. Okay, nowadays the new generation do not show much interest and passion is practicing the Malaysia cultural heritage, namely traditional dance, for example, Dikir Barat. As we know, Dikir Barat is a traditional theater most loved by the Malay community in Kelantan and Patani in southern Thailand. Therefore, where I would like to discuss and ask question related to Dikir Barat. Okay, firstly, my name is Mohd Hudan Syazwan bin Roslan as a moderator for today. Okay. First of all, I want to get to know my invited friend to share about cultural heritage, which is Dikir Barat. Okay, first panel is Muhammad SHAFIQ bin RAZAK, and the second panel is Muhammad KHUARIZMI bin RAZAK. Okay. Back to my question. I want to asking you, panel one, SHAFIQ, about cultural heritage, and why do you think that this cultural heritage example Dikir Barat is still important or relevant to the younger generation?
Thank you. In my opinion, culture heritage is still important to the younger generation, so that the younger generation does not forget to instill the heritage and culture that has been brought to life by their ancestors. Participant in cultural life is necessary of young people to gain an understanding of their own culture and that of others, which in turn broadens their horizon, strengthens their ability and peacefully resolve conflicts, and fosters respect for culture diversity. Understandings mean appreciating as human beings. When we understand something, we value that thing, and when we value something, we will protect that thing and we will strive to learn even more. It is important for younger to be taught about culture heritage because through a proper understanding, younger will be able to connect and appreciate culture heritage, and they will be able to apply it to their own life. If a younger is taught the general definition of culture heritage, they may not understand the concept, but through connection of their own culture heritage and research and a deep understanding, a younger can look at their place in the world and compare it to the grand scheme of things. Understanding how big our world is, but how connected we all are as a human being, that's our culture. Application is an important part of teaching culture heritage, and when younger fulfill learning expectations that are set to have younger experience culture heritage rather than just understand the concept and the term. I believe an important appreciation can begin to root in the younger mind. That's all for me. Thank you.
So thank you, SHAFIQ. So interesting the cultural heritage of our country, and And next, I want to ask Mohd KHUARIZMI as well. How can we nurture the interest of the younger generation to preserve this cultural heritage? What step can be taken?
Okay, thank you, moderator. For me, the way to cultivate the interest of the younger generation in preserving the cultural heritage is to use media platform. There are many media platforms that can be used, for example, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and radio and television. This is because the younger generation now spend more time with gadgets. Therefore, the cultural officer must play a role by presenting film sketches about DK Barat throughout the mass media. The next way to encourage the interest of the younger generation in preserving the DK Barat is to make the DK Barat one of the co-curriculum subjects. Establish DK Barat Club at primary, secondary, and high school levels. The purpose of the club is to spread knowledge about DK Barat. Next, be able to apply the skill of the younger generation about DK Barat. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you Mohd KHUARIZMI. Okay, next question is for SHAFIQ. I want to ask you, what is the impact of this cultural heritage on the economy and tourism sector in our country?
Then, the impact of cultural heritage on the economy and the tourism sector is that it can attract foreigner tourism to travel in Malaysia. In addition, this can also boost the country economy when tourism by heritage items sought by local residents. Economic benefit of culture and heritage tourism can inject the new money into the economy, boosting business and tax revenues, create a new job, business, event, and attraction, thus helping diversity and the local economy, support small business, and enable them to expand, promote the active preservation and protect of important local resources. I think that's all for me. Thank you, moderator.
Okay, thank you SHAFIQ again. Okay, and last question for KHUARIZMI. Do you want this cultural heritage to be practiced by future generation and state duration?
Okay, thank you, moderator. I would like to choose yes, because actually the interest in DK Barat has started to grow, especially among the younger generation. Recently, the UNK has had a competition in the West. Most of those involved are from the young generation. So, the spirit of the young generation has proven that this DK Barat need to continue to the next generation. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you Mohd KHUARIZMI. Okay, that's all for me, and lastly, for the last podcast, thank you, and don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Thank you for us to explain your question. Thank you, SHAFIQ and KHUARIZMI.
Thank you,
See you
moderator.
again.